Good afternoon. My name is Ina Jones, Pantry Board Member and Mistress of Ceremonies for the Pantry of Rich Township 30th Annual Fundraiser. We welcome you, and we are so glad that you decided to join us this afternoon. We are here in the beautiful edifice of Matheson Holiday Inn Conference Center, where we normally come together to enjoy good fellowship with our family and friends, wonderful food, good entertainment, and a fabulous fashion show. However, due to COVID-19, we are not able to meet in person to see your lovely faces. Therefore, we are coming to you virtually. So we hope you enjoy your time with us in our short presentation this afternoon. This year, our theme, 2020, A Year to Remember, is a time for us to remember when all began, where we've been, and celebrate today, even in the midst of a COVID-19 that is running rapid in our nation. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Al Riley, the supervisor of Rich Township. Mr. Riley.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the 30th annual fundraiser for our food pantry. Really appreciate everyone being here. Let me just say from the outset, it is your support, both the community and business and industry of the food pantry that really sustained us down through the years and allowed us to provide the good services that you've come to expect. The food pantry extravaganza fashion show has taken many iterations over the years, but provided needed dollars to augment what we provide in terms of providing food for people within the township. It has a very long history of doing those very things. Number one, educating the public as to what the food pantry actually does, but also letting people see, the latest fashions modeled many times by our elected officials in the area, and even some of you. The food pantry, it acts as one of our many faces of the community. When you come into the pantry, either to volunteer or for services, you see all of the very hardworking people that provide these services to the township. So again, your contributions to the food pantry are very vital to us, and for that we thank you. So sit back, have a good time, and we're going to provide a lot of information to you, but also a lot of our history of the food pantry. So thank you very much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you in person next year.
Thank you, Mr. Riley, for your warm remarks. Now I would like to welcome one of the hardest working women I know, the Pantry Director, Odette Geringer.
Thank you, Ina. Good afternoon. The mission of the Pantry of Rich Township is to provide nutritional food to individuals and families in need of food assistance while treating them with dignity and respect. Our pantry was open Monday through Friday from 1:30 to 3:30. Clients would walk in on any day and visit the pantry once every 30 days. They would take numbers and sit next to each other, waiting for their number to be called. Volunteers worked shoulder to shoulder, repacking food we received in bulk, restocking shelves, packing bags, and distributing food from our really small pantry that we restocked every day. And clients could select fruits and vegetables from our produce stand outside. However, since the COVID-19 pandemic began, we had to reorganize every step to follow the CDC guidelines and keep each other safe. Everyone wears a mask at all times. Temperatures are taken every day. We have cleaning stations where you can find hand sanitizers, gloves, and disinfectant cleaning products. And in order to social distance, we now use the garage to pack 2 bags of non-perishable items for every family, as well as a 3rd bag for our larger families. Meat is prepackaged to accommodate different sized families and stored in the freezers in the garage. Bulk fruits and vegetables are also packed in the garage. We also designated areas inside the building to package items like butter, cheese, yogurt, juices, and other refrigerated items. On March 31st, over 7 months ago, the Pantry of Rich Township began distributing food as a no-contact drive-through pantry on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1:30 to 3:30. We have 15 grocery carts that we fill and refill to bring to each car. The client's names checked off the list, the food is placed in the trunk, and they're on their way home. No contact. We have been serving about 550 families a month, which averages a little more than we did during the same time last year when we were open 5 days a week. We have seen a 30% increase in new clients since April, and I receive new client calls every week. Families call to get a day to pick up food. Our goal is to serve 70 families every Tuesday and Thursday. We also make calls in order to reach our goals, as well as pack 7 distributions to families just in case someone comes and has not given us a call. However, we would not be able to accomplish this without the help of such a dedicated group of volunteers. They show up every week. Monday through Thursday morning, the crew makes sure all the food is packed and ready to go. And the afternoon crew on Tuesday and Thursday is there rain or shine to distribute the food. I know this is virtual, but I just want you to join with me and give them a huge round of applause. We are blessed because our community truly supports the pantry with food donations and funds. We have never turned a family away due to a lack of food, which is proof that we are all in this together. If you know anyone who could use our help, please share our number with them. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, reach out to me at that number as well. And I just want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Odette, for the operational updates. We're so happy to hear, even though we are in the midst of a pandemic, you, your staff, and volunteers have done a phenomenal job taking care of our neighbors, keeping food on their table. So we want to thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors for all that you do for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Pantry of Rich Township have always been blessed with wonderful leaders. The next voice you will hear will be that of our former pantry director of 30 years, Vicki Sline. She will take us back down memory lane. Are you ready to take that trip with Vicki? Vicki will give us a short history and a slide presentation.
Now is the time to sit back and enjoy yourself as we take a walk down memory lane. As the need for food grew in the community, the Township Board decided we needed a community fundraiser. In 1990, we organized our first fashion show. It was held at the Holiday Inn in Madison. We served hors d'oeuvres, people mixed and mingled, and enjoyed the wonderful fashions of the time. From then on, it became a tradition. One Sunday afternoon in October, the Pantry of Rich Township presented its annual fashion show. It grew to include a luncheon, raffles, and a large silent auction. For several years, we moved to the Holiday Inn in Tinley Park Convention Center. Gretchen Garcia of Visions Unlimited began coordinating the show in 1994. There were a few professional models, but most of the models came from the community at large. Dignitaries, community leaders, and we always included children. They stole the show. The stores from Lincoln Mall provided the fashions. When it closed, we reached out to other local boutiques and stores to help us out. In 2017, we turned it into an extravaganza, which included not only fashions, but entertainment as well. How many people have you recognized from these pictures?
Thank you, Vicki, for reminding us how far we have come as a pantry and your dedication to the mission of the Pantry of Rich Township. We now have words from one of our community partners, Nancy Shender, Vice President, Branch Manager of Oak Plank Trail Community Bank and Pantry Board Member.
Old Plank Trail Community Bank has been an avid supporter of the Rich Township Food Pantry since 2007. While we are considered a large bank, we operate in a community-focused culture and understand how vital it is to support the communities we serve. The Pantry of Rich Township has been part of that solution for so many years. At this time, we would like to recognize other individuals and community partners that have donated $500 or more in food or funds since the pandemic began.
Thank you, Nancy. Joining us today is one amazing woman, Pantry Board Chairperson Margot Corson, with a call to action.
Good afternoon. This year's fundraiser is focusing on how we can best serve families during the holidays. It is dedicated to raising money to help us purchase food for the holidays and Christmas gifts or gift cards for our clients' children, which we have done for many years, as well as replace a commercial freezer that we recently put to rest. Each of you has supported the pantry in some way over the past 30 years. You purchased a ticket or an ad or sponsored our event, and we need your support even more today than we have in the past. Please help. No donation is too small. There are two ways you can give. You can give online by going to the website on our screen. It is also in the invitation or the email you received, or by mailing a check payable to the Pantry of Rich Township, Inc., 22013 Governors Highway, Richmond Park, Illinois, 60471. Thank you. Your generous donation will help us ensure our families are able to celebrate the holidays.
Thank you, Margot. I have enjoyed working side by side with you. Thanks for all you do as the board president. Finally, but certainly not least, our doors are kept open because of the generous contributions and dedication of our fellow sponsors, friends, donors, and supporters. Thank you for your commitment and dedication to support the work of the pantry. We appreciate your partnerships. We want to thank you and all of our viewers for tuning in to our very first virtual fundraiser. We hope you enjoyed the show. It is our prayer that God will protect and keep you and your loved ones during this dark time in our world. We're hoping to see you in person next year. And once again, thank you so much for joining us at our virtual fundraiser. We love you and thank you for being with us this afternoon.